Fireworks erupted on the set of CNN Tonight with Don Lemon when the CNN host convened a panel to discuss the ridiculous raid on the office and home of President Donald Trump's personal attorney, Michael Cohen. The sole Trump supporter on the panel was outnumbered, so he unleashed the big guns. Despite the gang tactics used by the panel against Steve Cortes, who is a member of Donald Trump's Hispanic Advisory Council, he fought back. "We were promised Russia, and what do we wind up with?" Cortes asked. "Sex? And a tawdry tale from 12 years ago, far before Donald Trump ever thought about entering politics." Don, let's be honest. Your show and this network for months and months have screamed, "Russia, Russia, Russia." Guess what? There's nothing there that connects to President Trump, he said. Lemon interrupted him to mention that Robert Mueller and others who are going after the president are Republicans. However, Cortes was not having it. "They're Republicans who can't stand the president, and by the way, I think the Republicans sadly are as complicit in what's going on now in terms of these swamp tactics as the Democrats are," he said. "Let me just be very blunt. The president needs to fire Attorney General Jeff Sessions. He needs to fire Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein. He needs to fire Mueller." Steve Cortes said that Robert Mueller has created a witch hunt atmosphere that's really, in many ways, reminiscent of what we see in dictatorships, and that Mueller and his cronies in the media want to impeach the President of the United States. "Let's just be honest. That is the end goal here. That is the goal of the Washington swamp. It's the goal of the media, is to impeach the president," Cortes argued. Enter fake Republican Ana Navarro, who has been on a one-woman mission to have the president removed from office since the day he was elected. "I'm one of those true Republicans that can't stand this president because he has hijacked the Republican Party and he has hijacked democracy," Navarro said. "I actually marvel at the fact that Donald Trump has gotten as far as he has gotten with his limited intellectual curiosity, vocabulary of about a 4-year-old, and the worst damn lawyer that any of us have ever seen. You've been demeaning the president in this manner for so long," Steve Cortes fired back. "You know what, he went to an Ivy League university and is a self-made billionaire. I wish I were that dumb. I don't know about you. I think he's a pretty smart man." Ana Navarro interrupted Cortes and would not allow him to be heard as she called for liberal New York Times columnist Charles Blow to speak. Blow and Lemon spent their time attempting to explain how the raid on Michael Cohen's office and home was anything other than the gang-style intimidation tactic that it appears to be. Blow explained all of the steps that are required to take place before a search warrant like that could be executed. And it sounded like a daunting task if you did not realize that everyone involved in the process is neck-deep in the deep state, tasked with the same goal of removing our president. "It's a lot of hoops, but Don, I want to know what happened to Russia," Cortes said. "Where did Russia go?" Blow countered that by using more schoolyard bully tactics, but Cortes did not back off, and all three panelists kept screaming at each other as the segment ended. What Steve Cortes said is correct. CNN, Don Lemon, Democrats, and some Republicans do not care what they get President Donald Trump on. It could be him shortchanging someone at a grade school bake sale when he was a kid. It does not matter to them. President Trump is not a part of their deep state clique, and he was not supposed to win. Now, the deep state wants to send a message to President Trump and any future non-member of their cabal who thinks about running for president. And the message is simple: if you do it, we will make you pay.